Tesla Corporation, the electric car maker, is certainly not the world's most profitable company, but over this next decade, it may turn out to be the world's most innovative company. In this video, I'm going to explain why I believe that Tesla will become the world's most valuable company. Not only does Tesla make a line of electric cars, but they also make solar panels, battery packs, and are a leader in developing self-driving technology. Their biggest business by far, though, is selling their line of electric cars. Their electric cars outperform internal combustion engine cars or ICE vehicles in nearly every way. They are faster, have better acceleration, and most importantly, they cost less, because electricity is less than gas, and because electric motors with one-speed transmissions have vastly fewer parts to fix. They're safer for two reasons. The first of which is the batteries, which is an extremely heavy component of the car, is placed in the floor of the vehicle, moving the center of gravity down. This makes it nearly impossible to roll a Tesla, which is an extremely dangerous type of crash. The second way is that in internal combustion engine cars, there's a big engine in the front, whereas with electric cars, there's smaller motors that power each wheel. This allows Tesla to replace the engine compartment with a larger crumple zone, making head-on collisions much less deadly. The Tesla story starts way back in 2008 when Tesla started selling their first car, the Roadster. They sold less than 1,500 of this quick, sleek sports car. At the time, it had the best performance of all electric cars, but it would look silly in comparison to Teslas today. This was the car that got Teslas off the ground. In 2011, they halted production of the Roadster and began developing the Model S, its luxury sedan. The Model S launched in 2012 with tons of hype coupled with equally large amounts of skepticism from doubters. However, since then, the Model S has proved itself an excellent, reliable vehicle and has steadily carved out the market share from the legacy automakers. Competitors in the EV market have still not matched the specs or the price from the original 2012 Model S. In 2015, that's where our story continues with the launch of the Model X, Tesla's luxury SUV. The 7-seater SUV came with the iconic Falcon wing doors and more range and other spec increases. However, both of these cars come out at a base price of over $7,500, way out of most customers' price ranges. That is the problem the Model 3 aimed to address, as it came in 2018 with a $39,000 base price for what Tesla refers to as an affordable sedan. At launch, Tesla had around 500,000 pre-orders and struggled to match production with demand. Model 3 is the highest selling Tesla, as it made up about 80% of their sales last quarter. However, there is a huge line of vehicles yet to be released that will be vying for the title of highest selling. The next vehicle to be released is the Model Y, which is their affordable SUV. The Model Y will start at $48,000, seat 7, and will go into production in late 2020 and early 2021. When cost savings from gas and lower maintenance are factored in, the cost of these last two cars, the Model 3 and the Model Y, are competitive with the lowest cost cars in their classes. Yet I don't think this point has been adequately acknowledged by the public, which leaves a tremendous opportunity for Tesla to expand once the consumer is aware of this fact. After the Model Y comes two lower volume vehicles that will have impact on the world in other ways that are more advanced than just sales. The Tesla Semi will come in two different sizes, and while it will cost much more upfront, the cost per mile of goods will be drastically less due to lower cost electricity than for diesel, and less need for maintenance as well. The Semi would be much safer for both the driver and for others on the road, as it comes with enhanced autopilot. At the event, CEO Elon Musk referred to an option called Convoy Mode. Convoy Mode could bring the cost per mile per kilogram of goods down to what would be comparable to that of train transport. This would revolutionize the cost of transport of goods and could possibly drive huge demand for the Tesla Semi. Doing a complete 180 from the Semi is the Tesla Roadster 2.0. This supercar will go 0 to 60 in under 2 seconds, faster than any other production car in history. It will have a top speed of over 250 miles per hour and an insane range of over 600 miles. Elon said the goal of the Roadster is to remove the halo effect around ICE vehicles versus electric cars by having the Roadster eclipse all gas cars in every performance metric. However, coming in at a price point at over $200,000, I don't expect this vehicle to drive huge revenue. The last vehicle slated to be released at this time, and the most controversial released, is the Tesla Cybertruck. To say the least, it is a polarizing design that comes in at a very attractive price point of $39,000 and has excellent performance. With the cost saving of electric vehicles, the Cybertruck will be comparable in cost to own of a base model F-150, the best-selling truck in America, which sold almost 1 million units last year. Clearly, the Cybertruck has a huge addressable market and comes in at a very attractive price point relatively for an electric truck. The truck will go into production in late 2022 with over 200,000 pre-orders. I believe that despite its innovative design and botched presentation, it will drive strong revenue in the future. While Tesla primarily makes cars and trucks, Elon said on the last conference call that he believes that the solar and battery business one day will be as large as their vehicle business. First is the solar component. Tesla makes and installs regular solar panels as well as solar roofs. The solar roofs are made from tiles that look nearly indistinguishable from a normal roof, and their cost will be comparable to the cost of a new roof and solar panels, making it smarter just to get the solar roof. In addition, they take advantage of their superior battery chemistry and production capacity and make the Powerwall, an in-home power storage unit to distribute solar power from peak production time in the middle of the day to when it is needed most at night. They also have grid-scale battery solutions to do this same function, but with the whole grid. In addition, Tesla has a network of superchargers that allow Teslas to drive anywhere without fear of running out of batteries and being stranded. This section of the business is a massive wild card, as it could grow larger than the vehicle business at some point, or could stay relatively small. Now that I've covered all of Tesla's various products, I'm going to give you 3 reasons to be highly positive or bullish about the company's future. First is their evolving production capacity. Right now, they produce all of their cars in Fremont, California. This means that they have to go through a very long and costly shipping process to reach Europe or China, Tesla's second 2 biggest markets. However, Tesla's Gigafactory Shanghai is now starting to take orders and should be producing cars by the end of 2019. This will reduce the cost of a Tesla in China and will allow them to lower the price and sell more cars in China. Tesla has just announced that they get a factory in Germany outside of Berlin, and this will be completed by the end of 2021. This will allow for the same price decreases in China and subsequent increase in demand in Europe. This is not a reason to be hugely bullish about the company because I believe they will have huge revenue growth in the future. Second is their advantage in both battery chemistry and battery production. Tesla's first Gigafactory was built in Nevada in a joint venture with Panasonic, and it only produces batteries. In fact, it makes so many batteries that when it was built, it doubled the world's production of capacity of lithium-ion batteries. This gives Tesla incredible control of their supply line and an unmatched competitive advantage, as no other manufacturer could hope to produce as many cars as Tesla, as they do not have the batteries. Not only does Tesla make more batteries, but their batteries have the best energy density, or how much energy can be packed into how much space, and how long they last in terms of amount of cycles. They also have acquired 2 companies recently to help improve the battery technology, Maxwell Technologies and Highbar Systems. Highbar will help Tesla create precision machines to manufacture their batteries, while Maxwell Technologies will bring a new technology called dry battery electrodes, which will create better overall batteries for less. If they're able to achieve the huge cost reduction and energy increases, they will be able to either reduce the cost of cars and therefore increase demand, or increase the range and utility of the cars for the same price. The advantage in battery production and quality, I believe, will give Tesla a huge competitive advantage over other auto manufacturers for years to come. Finally, and perhaps why I'm most bullish on this company, is their advances in self-driving technology. There are over 1 million Teslas on the road today that are all collecting data to help improve the self-driving neural network. This is by far the most data collected in the real world by any company for this purpose. This is why I believe that they will be the first company to reach full autonomy. They also made their own chip in-house that outdoes the competition in every metric. This is extremely important, first off because the amount of lives it will save, but also because the value of a car that can drive itself is vastly higher. Because while a car is not driving, it can provide an Uber-like taxi service that can make the car's owner money. Tesla's autonomous taxi service could vastly undercut competitors' prices in this segment because they would not have to pay a driver. This would drive huge demand to the service, both from other services and from new customers that can now afford it, as it would be vastly cheaper. Tesla will provide the app and the platform for this taxi network and take a 30% cut. This could be a huge revenue driver in the future, as it would have insane margins because it is a software service. It would also increase the value of the same cars Tesla is selling now just by downloading the software. Due to this, Tesla could either charge significantly more for the vehicles and make insanely higher profit from them, or they could sell many more cars, as the increased value of the car would greatly increase the demand. This is the biggest reason why I'm bullish on Tesla, is their potential in self-driving technology. It is what could take them from being a $60 billion company to a $600 billion to $1 trillion or more in market cap. Tesla is a company that I believe will continue to have explosive growth over the coming years due to their high demand from Model 3, Model Y, and their competitive advantages in various categories such as battery quality and production, and their lead in self-driving that could all lead to incredible profitability for this company in the years to come.